Alright, so we about to watch Twitch is quietly punishing creators for multi-streaming. As y'all know, I multi-stream. I stream on literally everything. Let's get right into this and let's see why they punishing people. Because, you know, I multi-stream and I ain't trying to get hit, you know?
Dozens
I
of streamers
just became an affiliate.
have been hit with a user spam violation. And after
What the hell is a user spam violation?
digging into it myself, there's one clear pattern. Almost all of them had a link to Kick somewhere on their Twitch profile.
What? So they about that. So what is Kick actually stealing viewers now or something? That's what it sounds like.
In addition to that, a well-known creator named Nutty just got suspended, and I think the reasons are likely connected, which again points to this rule set that I never imagined they would actually waste their time enforcing. So let's break this down into
See, I don't really read the rules, to be honest. I just try to stay in my lane and hope that I just like skirt the responsibility. So let's see what's going on.
discuss what's happening, what's being enforced, and what it may mean for creators. So late last week, a bunch of different creators started posting on Twitter and Blue Sky that they'd received a warning from Twitch for user spam. And so this is the email that they actually received from Twitch, and they all
See, I haven't received that yet, so I'm good so far.
received versions of this based upon their local language. But here's what it says here. Based on a review of your account or content, we have issued a warning on your account. A warning. User spam. Spamming others with large amounts of repetitive unwanted messages or abusing the Twitch report system. Examples of violative conduct include, but are not limited to, advertising your live stream in multiple chats without the channel owner's consent, sending unsolicited links, offers promotions to multiple users via whispers, or submitting...
Okay, I get a lot of those are a thing, but it's no way a lot of people, to be honest, who knows, you know, you gotta get the advertisement somehow, right?
large amounts of frivolous user reports. Now, here's the interesting part. At the bottom of this overall warning, it says where the violation occurred in your channel profile.
But all of those consist of you doing stuff outside your channel profile. So why would it be your channel profile if, okay?
Channel profile is your Twitch page. It is twitch.tv/ZachBussy. And it doesn't mean that that's chat. It means your actual page itself. If it was chat, they would say in chat. So that's a very odd thing here to message people or to warn people for user spam in a place where there is no directly interactive features. So I started reaching out to creators to find out more about this overall thing. Now, I'd asked about link trees, Kick, OnlyFans, Fansly, gambling, any kind of gambling links, or DeviantArt, just as a throw in there. I don't actually think that's a problem for Twitch. And I said, hey, do you know if by chance you had any of the following links in your profile/panels? And I sent this to dozens of creators who received this overall email and asked people to reach out to me as well. And I'll just show you some of the answers here. I had a panel image that linked to Kick in my channel. I saw your post about the warning. Random question. Do you have any Kick links in your channel profile? Oh, I do. This person said, I had a direct link to my Kick. That was the only panel Twitch removed, but I removed the rest myself. And then this one said, hey there, I only have a doubt for a Kick link.
So I guess they don't like it. Hey, they just don't like it.
Nobody is able to tell me yeah or not. Some say yes, some say no, but no Linktree, OnlyFans, Fansly, gambling, or DeviantArt. So in many cases, Twitch just removed the panel themselves, the Kick panel. No further action was necessary on their part, but Twitch wasn't really being upfront about the fact that that was the case. Now, this immediately threw off some very serious, suspicious flags for me, because why would they report it as user spam? Why would you get a warning for user spam? And the actual truth of the matter is that that means it's likely a placeholder category because Twitch currently doesn't have a proper category for this type of enforcement.
So they probably about to release a thing that say you can't have Kick things in your bio. That's probably what they about to say, right?
So it implies this is a new enforcement that they are undertaking. Their simulcasting guidelines. So if we take a look at their simulcasting guidelines, it says the following guidelines have been established. You ensure that the quality of Twitch's user experience of your simulcast is, at minimum, no less than the experience on other platforms or services, including by your engagement with the Twitch community.
I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. With community example via chat. That, I mean, if they talking about also like quality wise, I mean, most of the time, most people are streaming at all the same quality anyway. But when it comes to Twitch, I mean, that makes sense because why would you ignore one chat for the other? But I don't think that got to be a rule and stated in the simulcasting guidelines. I think that's just something that you should just, you know, like know as a creator, like, oh, I should probably pay attention to all my chats or something like that.
For example, via chat. So this one doesn't.
That's kind of funny unless you have like a little point thing where you gotta ignore YouTube chat for a certain amount of time. That'd be kind of fun.
Actually apply in this case, but it's essentially saying, hey, if you stream on Twitch and you stream on YouTube and you only respond to the YouTube chat, that's not a similar experience. You have to maintain the engagement with the Twitch community as well. Now, this is the one that does apply. You should not provide links or otherwise direct your community to leave Twitch for your simulcast on other services because we value the community on Twitch and the integral role community engagement plays for all Twitch users.
I'm gonna be honest, that why? Because it's like, okay, if you value the community on Twitch, right? Wouldn't they value you too and just, you know, not switch? But I guess they think that people gonna switch if you link other things. Like, the whole point of simulcasting is having multiple people on multiple different platforms. Like, literally, you supposed to be making an ecosystem. That's what simulcasting all about. You know, an ecosystem throughout all your platforms that you're on, however how many it is, and you merge them all together, so you'll have links on all platforms to direct them to the other platform. At the end of the day, most of the time, if somebody's watching on Twitch, they're not really gonna go to YouTube to go watch on YouTube. They're gonna really just stay on Twitch and just watch the person on Twitch because they like, oh, you're watching on Twitch. But at the end of the day, I don't get why this is a thing in the first place. It's dumb as heck to me personally, but I mean, that's Twitch rules. That's Twitch. I didn't even know this was a rule. I'm gonna be honest.
So this one is
I am an affiliate though, so sub up.
Essentially saying, we don't want you letting anybody know that you're even streaming on another platform. You can do it, but no one needs to know. The last one here, and this one is the most ridiculous, you do not use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services.
To be honest, I feel like YouTube had this same thing like a while ago where if I can remember, it was a thing going on where YouTube would like kind of like shadow ban certain creators because they were using links to other platforms, and they was like, yeah, guys, we want you to just stay on YouTube, so we're gonna kind of like hide this video so that way you don't go to any other platforms because they got links in it. But then they finally they gave up on that. They're like, nah, we good. As long as you don't have like OnlyFans or something like that in there, then we straight, okay? If you have that, then it makes sense, right? But if you don't, if you just got Twitch, YouTube, whatever, it's okay. But I swear YouTube had a problem with this as well. But it looks like Twitch still got the problem anyway.
Services on your Twitch stream during your simulcast, such as merging chat or other features, to ensure the Twitch community is included in the entirety of the experience of your live stream.
See, that's crazy because multi-chat literally is good to have multi-chat on the stream because then everybody can see themselves. Well, why would they want you to just show Twitch?
Now, here's the important part. If you fail to adhere to these simulcasting guidelines, Twitch will send you a warning prior to taking any enforcement action.
Oh.
Now, this takes us to the reason why I'm actually making this video, because I was originally just going to make this a tweet, but we have now seen it step up to another level. If you don't know, Nutty is a well-known streamer, makes a lot of very cool things for creators, and is a very entertaining streamer overall. And he got suspended this morning for simulcasting guideline violation. Date received June 17th, ends on June 18th.
What the heck? So they really suspended him for one day just because why?
A 90-day expiration. This violation will expire from your account on September 15th, 2025. Until then, you may receive escalated consequences if you commit another similar violation. And the reason for his one-day suspension, simulcasting guidelines violation. Failing to adhere to the Twitch simulcasting guidelines. Examples are the exact ones I just read. Now, Nutty does go on to say here, I'll take the suspension, but these guidelines are unbelievably stupid and need to be rewritten. By this wording, you technically can't show stream elements / Streamlabs donations on stream. How the fuck does acknowledging other platforms on stream exclude or limit the Twitch community? Now, I wholeheartedly agree with Nutty on that, and it's one of the reasons why I never imagined that they were actually going to enforce these overall rules, is because it makes Twitch out to be like the jealous partner.
It really does, because it seems like they just don't want you to go to Kick or anything, to be honest. It seems like they like, look, we struggling here, guys, okay? Y'all gotta stay here only, all right? But it's like, Kick is still smaller, YouTube is still smaller when it comes to like the whole streaming side of things. they are still smaller than Twitch anyway when it comes to live streaming. So I don't know why Twitch is like, I guess they see something that we don't.
Trying to control you the same way that they were trying to do before they introduced simulcasting or multi-streaming. And it's when they first came out with these rules, I was like, oh my god, they're trying to do the thing where, hey, we're going to allow you to multi-stream, give us a big clap and pat us on the back because we're being so nice to you, but we don't want you acknowledging that you're on YouTube or TikTok or Kick or LinkedIn or wherever you are. You can only focus on us. You cannot have eyes for anybody else. And I think that is such a silly overall premise, and you're trying to control the creator while also trying to claim that you're doing the thing that is nice for the creators. Now, again, for a year and a half, they've done nothing to actually enforce this, and so I give them credit for that. I was like, okay, correct. They've made the...
They're just outright. A lot of people would have left during that time. They probably would have went to Kick, let's be real. But since not, or YouTube live stream as well, but since they allow people to, you know, build up their audience on other platforms, not even like, look, if you don't need us, I mean, you can go. You can go, okay? Like,
correct decision here. They're not going to waste time and effort on enforcing these really ridiculous and stupid guidelines. And again, I'll point out the one that Nutty points out here. You do not use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services onto your Twitch stream during your simulcast. You do not include any donation.
Which is crazy because that means, well, he about to say it, but that means that you can't include a donation, you can't include somebody subscribe to you on YouTube or follow you on TikTok. You can't include none of that. You can be like, oh, thank you for the Twitch follow, and that's it. Like, somebody subscribed to you on YouTube, you just gotta be silent. Heck to it, though. Even I wouldn't do that. I love all my audience, no matter what they own.
Or tips or alerts from TikTok because somebody was kind enough to give you some money there, or somebody followed you on YouTube. You're not allowed to acknowledge any other platform other than Twitch. This again, this was more extreme than the previous wording overall, in that when you were single streaming on Twitch, you could absolutely take a donation. You could absolutely have third-party alerts from...
I'm gonna be honest, if Twitch like want to do that, I'm gonna be real, like if they really want to do that and they want to sit there and do something like this, they should just pay creators that like, you know, pay on there at that point.
Things like somebody subscribing on Patreon. So they actually took a step backwards in terms of being a creator first company by introducing this in terms of some of the rules. But again, they never enforced it. The second part here, such as merging chat or other features to ensure the Twitch community is included in the entirety of the experience of your live stream. This part drives me insane because the premise of it is completely flawed. When they sat down, and I believe that Dan Clancy sat down and was asked this directly by Harris Heller, who I know also believes that this is a really silly rule, he told, and maybe if I can find the clip, I'll put it in this video. If I can't, unlucky.
And we think it would hurt the Twitch experience if you combine chat, because part of the whole point of Twitch is the Twitch community. Okay, so that's point one.
But that would just make chat even more better for both things, because then YouTube and Twitch are talking to each other. Like the YouTube chat and Twitch chat would be talking to each other. They'd say the same stuff. They'd be fun. They'd be like, oh my gosh, look, it's YouTube, or F you YouTube, or they like F you Twitch or something like that. Like they do stuff like that. Like what?
And so in general, and that also goes to alerts and other things. The idea is the Twitch community is the Twitch community. We don't mind you simulcasting, but we want the Twitch community to be the Twitch community. Now, the other reason is if we did have you combine chat, you are now responsible for whatever is said on the chat on those other streams.
But
so they're trying to goat you into, I mean, like, oh, you know, if your chat said this and it's against our rules, I mean, it was on Twitch technically. I mean, true, but like you would be responsible for the chat in general anyway, so it really ain't no difference. I'm pretty sure like people on YouTube ain't gonna say no vulgar stuff and then go to Twitch and be like, oh, hello there, I'm nice to meet you. Like what?
Reality is we've always had that responsibility as a creator. If you're playing World of Warcraft and somebody types something racist in the chat there, guess what? You are responsible for that.
Yeah, it's literally the same way if you was on, like, say, COD or Fortnite or something like that, and somebody screamed, you know, bad things into the voice chat, Twitch ain't gonna ban them. They ain't gonna go out and find a ban. They gonna ban you because they're like, oh well, it was on your stream, so you took the responsibility, you took the risk of going into the voice chat, you're banned. I'm like, okay.
You could potentially be suspended. That's true in League of Legends. That's true in voice chat in Fortnite. If you're playing random duos or quads,
I swear I did not watch this video before.
And you're on voice chat and somebody starts saying a whole bunch of slurs, guess who's responsible? You, the creator, for having platformed it. So the idea that Twitch is trying to protect you is complete and sheer and utter nonsense, and the actual reality is they're trying to control creators. They're trying to say, we're allowing multi-streaming, but we're not going to allow you to do anything that would be related to multi-streaming. So you might as well just not multi-stream because you can't acknowledge or say anything to anybody else in any other stream that you're actually doing.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, them enforcing this is gonna be bad. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be bad. Because if they actually enforce this, like, to the 100% of them, like, everybody, no matter who they are, no matter how big they are, no matter how small they are, no matter if they friends with Dan Clancy or not, if they get put into this situation and then they get banned because of this, I say about, like, I'll be honest, a good amount of streamers are just gonna go over to YouTube or Kick. Like, this gonna go over to YouTube or Kick at that point. They were like, okay, well, I can still mostly stream on YouTube, Kick, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So I'm gonna just go over there, guys. Y'all just gonna have to meet me over there. It's just no other way. It's just literally no other way.
That's an insane premise. So the alternative to that is to say, well, okay, you can react to somebody that is on your YouTube chat, right? You can't show it on your stream, but you can react to it. But that in and of itself creates an exclusion for the Twitch community. So you can't do that. If you respond to somebody on YouTube, the people in your Twitch chat cannot see what was said. And so you respond.
Yeah, then it makes them missing out, which means it's like, oh, you're not really keeping up to the Twitch thing, which means it's a catch. Is that? I think that's a catch-22, right? Because it's like, if you do that, then it's like, oh, okay, well, you know what that means? You didn't follow the rules, boom. Or if you do show it on the chat, so that way Twitch can, you know, like, get involved in the YouTube chat as well. They're like, oh, well, you didn't follow the rules, boom. So either way, it's like a lose-lose situation.
Responding to them excludes them, making it against the rules and making them very confused as what the hell you're responding to. Are you just responding to random things that you've made up in your head? Who knows? So the entire premise of these simulcasting guidelines are not about protecting you. It's all about protecting Twitch. So the question is, if Twitch hasn't cared about this for a couple years, why do they care now?
To be honest, I feel like they see that Kick and YouTube are getting up there and they don't like it.
And the answer relates to the original point in this overall video, in that people are getting dinged with warnings for promoting Kick. There has been an undeniable migration of creators who were previously streaming only on Twitch to now be streaming on YouTube and Kick and TikTok and other platforms that may be having a negative impact on Twitch to a point where it now makes sense for them financially to start scaring people, to start enforcing some rules.
You know what it probably is? It's probably that people they like, oh my gosh, another 8 ad break from another creator that happened like 5 minutes ago. You know what I'm gonna do instead? Like, you know, like I can't really afford, you know, Prime or anything. So instead, what I'm going to do is just go to Kick. It's be less ads there, right? And I can just, all right, bet I'm watching. Oh my gosh, there's less ads here. Or they go to YouTube and it's like, oh, you only get 1 ad or maybe 2 ads. Okay, bet, let's go. Or TikTok, I don't even think they have ads in the general. So I'm like, oh yeah, let's get it. And then, so I think that's where it's coming from, because like people who get tired of the ads, so the ones that get tired of ads move on to the other platform. Because I know that's what I do. I like, know what? I'm going somewhere else. To be honest, I ain't gonna
lie. Twitch right now, and for the last number of years, has been entirely focused on monetization, which I think has resulted in a kind of burnout among communities. I don't know if this is the case for you, but I hear it all the time. I read it all the time that creators are earning less money than ever. Their subscription counts are down. And as Twitch continues to try to squeeze blood from a stone,
yeah, because it's like, I mean, because think about it, right? If you want to get badgered on ads, or you want to just go to YouTube or TikTok and just like, you know, chill, watch the same exact thing, and not get badgered with ads?
I think it's driving people away. They're seeing that as Twitch is chasing these dollars, communities are finding a better experience on other platforms that they previously would not actually even entertain. And simulcasting is exposing this. So what does this mean for creators? Well, unfortunately, I think it means that they're probably going to have tighter enforcement going forward. I think that they're probably going to...
I'll be honest, I think they're gonna backtrack. I think they're gonna backtrack once they see all the backlash. They're gonna be like, okay, never mind, we ain't gonna enforce it no more. My bad. Okay.
Take a more proactive approach to removing kick links from bios is probably a pretty easy one for them to do. To just scan channel profiles and go, okay, warning, 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 and take those out of commission. But then secondarily to that, I think that we'll probably start seeing them enforcing on things like if you have notifications for other platforms, if you have combined chat, perhaps they're going to be under additional scrutiny as a result. And the thing that concerns me is that I don't think this is going to inherently benefit Twitch. I think that while
it's gonna hurt them a lot if they fully go through with this, it's gonna hurt them.
They want to keep people on the platform through a level of control with these overall guidelines. The reality is it's going to have the opposite effect. In any case, what do you think about this overall? Are you somebody...
All right, so the video done. Hey, good video, by the way. That was a good video from this dude. I don't know who this person is, but it was a good video. What's his name? Zach Buzzy. Like, go subscribe to him. But anyway, other than that, I said all the stuff that I really wanted to say in this video during the video. So if you ain't watch it, then watch the video. Anyway, subscribe, like, follow, all of that stuff on all platforms. Literally GBS Playz. I upload on TikTok. I upload YouTube Shorts. So YouTube, obviously here. I upload videos here. I live stream on Twitch sometimes. Only Twitch. So the only way you're gonna know if I live stream on Twitch is if you follow on there. I live stream on Kick as well from time to time. It's like, come on guys, I'm doing a lot here. I'm doing like, you know. Anyway, other than that, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, obviously. But at the end of the day, I think Twitch shouldn't really enforce this because this is gonna be bad.